games. My gentlemen, are you here? Are you here? So there will be games, and then the ladies, are you there? Yes. There will be a cooking competition. There will be a cooking competition. Aside the cooking competition, there will be a tour as well. Other places. So don't just be a student, be a partaker of the KIC-YAF, and you wouldn't regret it. Not just that, there will be series of workshops and seminars to train your business ideas. Make sure that by the end of your schooling, you are not just an average student, but you are an agricultural entrepreneur. Once again, welcome this morning to today's program, and we hope for its success. Thank you. I top up. Please go with the next semester, which is the new year. Please, we want you all to participate in the Agritech Challenge. The YAF is sponsored, all KIC programs are sponsored. And as you are going home, the farmers in and around Savannah region, please bring them up. Let them join the Young Farmers Business Academy. It is also there for the community. Women boot camp, let them join. It's purposely for the women. Women agenda. So please, let's all involve ourselves in KIC program. You don't pay a penny. Ask those that join. Your feeling is sponsored, your accommodation.
It's already online.
To any normal hotel, we take you to a first-class hotel. Yes, and you go and enjoy and then participate, and you are good to go. So welcome once more, and let's all be partakers. I will borrow His Excellency President Akufo-Addo West. Let's not be spectators. Let us be partakers of the program, and you will never thank you.
Thank you very much, the patron of YAF, for such a wonderful welcome address. Let's appreciate her once more. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. So, the gentlemen will also be taking part in the cooking competition. Or what is it? All right. I will appreciate. Oh yeah, that is good. All right. So at this juncture, we'll be calling our YAF president to come and do introduction of people. So we will call on our able YAF president, Mr. Mujahi, to come and do the introduction of the dignitaries. Let's give it up for him. Appreciate him.
Aho. Aho. Cultivating future. Okay. All right. I am very glad to introduce the dignitaries among us, and let's call ourselves with my team and the youth. And I'll start from this the intro. And we have our green people, those that are coming to impact us, in fact, more knowledge about this program. We have Madam Eddie McAfee. She's part of us to impact us that knowledge. And also, we have Madam Isaac Yacob. They are in our midst. And I wish all of us a very good journey to what they are coming to talk to us. So may God give us that kind of ability to understand what they are coming to do. I hope, appreciate.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Let's appreciate him once more. Away! Thank you very much. So, alright, so I would like to bring to your notice that we are live on YouTube, and I'll urge all of you to try and visit the YouTube channel. That's at DAC Media TV. At DAC Media TV, YouTube Live. Alright, so I have the honor to introduce to you the chairperson of this program, the PO of KIC Savannah region, a very beautiful woman, very intelligent. I can only hear the from the guys. Alright, so very hard working too as well. You can ask the Agripreneurship, they will tell you. She was the brain behind the success of the teams from the Savannah region. To be specific, Damongo College of Agriculture and Allied Sciences, who made it to the final level at Kumasi, right? So I have the honor to introduce to you the chairperson and the PO of KIC Savannah region, Madam Noella. So I will call on her to give us a word of acceptance.
Good morning, everyone. In fact, I'm blushing now. Emma used so many adjectives to qualify me, but I would want you to get it by yourself, not by his words. This morning I'm really honored and I'm really ambushed to accept this chairship of this noble occasion. As students and as young entrepreneurs, I want to encourage you to concentrate and ignite yourself to be part of this program. We have seen so many examples in many institutions, and we can attest to it. It has mentored and reshaped so many young ladies and guys in tertiary institutions. Today, many of them are entrepreneurs. Today, many of them can boast of businesses they have set up with great ideas. I want you to use this as a platform, not just being involved, but being a partaker of whatever we are going to do here. And this seminar is just to introduce you what the Young Fora is involved, and also let you get acquainted with some of the activities that we are yet to undertake in DAC. So I would not like to take much of our time, but I want to also thank the technical team for their good work. So let's give them one appreciation. Let's appreciate them. They've been the brain behind us. In fact, you know that the term is almost ending, but it was part of their activity plan that this particular seminar has to come on. And so on behalf of KIC, I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope you will pay attention, you will contribute, and you will also share wisdom or ideas as we proceed with the program. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you very much, chairperson of the program. The guys said I should tell you that because of you, they'll pay attention. I don't know what's in your mind. I will appreciate. Thank you very much, chairperson, for your acceptance speech. So, at this juncture, we will call on the faculty advisor. Alright, so we'll be hearing some words and some encouragement from our faculty advisor. So let's call on the faculty advisor to take on the podium and give us his word of encouragement. Let's give that for the advocate.
Yeah, I'm happy to give you some words of management, and as your faculty advisor, it is my duty always to ensure that you guys are on track with respect to KIC programs on campus. And I think you have seen a lot for yourselves. This year, we are privileged to be part of the KIC program. And not just by accident, just by the hard work of your masters. Of course, the principal of the college, the management of the college, were able to participate in the KIC program this year. And as all of them can attest to the fact that we didn't disgrace ourselves at all. In fact, we've gone through a lot. And I would like to use this opportunity to tell all the Agritechies here that my team and the management, we are super proud of you. Because it's not easy. At times, you call a technical team member and then realize that the way the person is speaking, the soul is gone. But the body wishes to work. And when the boss wants to realize that, it's not, but of course, all of us has paid off. And I know that in getting this center,
the farmer went to buy a seed, planted the seed, and now bought the maize, they sent it to the factory. So the factory can be here. But it has to know what goes on here. And also have to take what goes on here into consideration before you be able to get what you want. So the seed, if I am a company and I said I want to go and buy, I want to sell products that are organic, that means I'll look at what the farmer is using. That means I would like to buy maize that uses what? Organic fertilizer instead of the artificial one. Then we go into production. So we produce the flour, we process it. Now how do we get it to our customers? It will go to what? The distribution. What do we have? Do we have our own vehicles to send it? Or are we going to use the transport system? So some of the companies now, what they are getting is that they do supply delivery services. So you have a food company that will say, oh, if you order online, you are going to get delivered to you. So the delivery. So we are saying that when you pick the value chain, we have 5 primary activities and then what? The secondary activities. Primary activities are the activities that are directly involved in the production, okay? Any activity. So we have the inbound logistics, which involves how you get your inventory. So how will you get your product? Who are you buying from? Maybe it's this company, that company, this company. Know who is supplying to you and build a relationship with them. Yesterday, I asked for water. Okay, the man told me that they've not been in production for long. But because I've been doing business with him, it's not with 5, so he will give it to me. And then tell another person that, maybe following day, I was going to a calling. He said following day. Why? Because I've built some rapport. So sometimes when you know your suppliers and you have rapport with them, you can call them. And if it's not, we just call. And you need for, they will keep it for you to come for it because they have a relationship with you. It's better for me to keep my customer and be supplying to them so that it will be coming on time rather than someone I don't know. True or false? If you know this particular person buy bread from you every day and they order and don't because they are there. If the bread is finished, you realize that you pick one and keep it for the person because you know the person is one customer. Customer. So know who you are buying from, build a relationship with them. So inbound logistics. Now the operation is what goes on. What goes on? Let's say a farm. What goes on? The feed you are giving to the animals, the water, the biosecurity you are putting in place will determine the quality of eggs. Because if the feed is not good, or your biosecurity stores or some she knows, oh, every day I will supply. You have people who will be collecting 2020. Then later, you can use other means. You'll be going through that too. So the inbound, the app on how you are going to sell it to the customer. When you produce your product, as I said earlier on, if no one knows about it, they will not buy. So we are looking at the marketing and sales. You've been seeing adverts on television. They will tell you this one will do this. When you take this one in 24 hours, you do this. You see Indomie will make the advert. For example, Testing will do adverts like Gino will come and cancel everything and do the advert. So you market it. So that the customer knows, why should I buy your product? So when you are marketing your product, that you keep that in mind. The question is, why should I buy your product? So he is selling Botte. He is selling special eyes. Another one is selling Everpure. So why should I buy your product? When you are marketing, you are telling them what they will get from it. So if you buy my product, for my product I use organic. For my poultry farm, I only use organic. So that means as you are buying antibiotic-free beds. Maybe as you are buying beds that are fed well. As you are buying, you market your product, you tell them the reason why yours is better, why you think they should consume it. Now we have various means of marketing them. You get it? So we have the marketing and then the sales and then the services. See, if you produce your food very nice, it's very tasty, it's very classy. Everyone in Damongo knows that for this food joint, their food is the best and the services is poor. Will you go there? Imagine you go there, the woman talks to you anyhow, shout at you, just because the food is nice. Why? Someone say, is it false? I will not buy. So the services is very, very important because your product can be quality. But someone comes and then sometimes when I go to someone to buy, and you look at their face, the question I ask them is, why am I fighting with you? Why did I do something wrong? Because the person has frowned and you are talking, they won't mind you. You say this, they won't mind you. You ask yourself, are we fighting? Next time you will not go there. Next time you will not go there. For some people, they will not go there because the service is poor. You can have the first class hotel, but if your services is poor, we told you we are having conference, we need food at 12. By 1, it's still not ready. Next time we came for conference again, food lunch at 12. By 1, it's not ready. Will we come there? No, keep your hotel. Because you can't provide us the services we need. So the services is also important. You can have a good atmosphere, and have presidential suites. But if your services is not good, people will not patronize. If you can try it on campuses, you can provide the best Sogolo you have. But people come and buy, you talk to them anyhow, you throw the money anyhow. At the end of the day, they will just leave you and go. So those are the 5 primary activities. Now let's look at the 4 secondary activities. We are saying procurement. Procurement is very, very important. Where are you buying your produce from? It's very important. Where are you buying it from? Where are you sourcing it from? Because, how do you call it? X for 2 years. Now, F2 will give you high quality. They will be producing highly for 1.5 years. Now, F3 will give you what? 1 year. So now you are going to buy chicks. You want to enter into layer production. You don't know all this. You just hear someone telling you they are selling Issa Brown layer chicks. You didn't ask, is it F1, is it F2, is it F3? You just went to buy it. And they are all selling it at 18 cities. Or they'll tell you, oh, for mine, ask them, which F is it? Because if you are selling F3, you can't sell it at 18 like your colleagues are selling, because they are selling one. That's, imagine I'm selling the parent stock. Parent stock will be around 20 cities, 18 cities. So if you are selling F3, 1 city times 1,000 is 1 city times 1,000 is how much? Is that money? I'm asking you, is that money? It's not money. 1,000 Ghana is not money. We thank God, or try and see if someone give me 1,000, whether it's not money. So you realize that alone has reduced what? Your cost. That alone has reduced your cost. So we look at the what? The procurement. Now, technological development. You are bringing in the best. We are now looking at what technologies can we put in place that could improve our production, or maybe improve the marketing of it. So she is selling Sobolo. She can market it on Facebook for free, on her post, on her WhatsApp DP. People get to know of it. She joins various groups. You get it? So you can join various groups and then sell your product there. So now you realize that you are getting diverse market. So someone in Tamale can see it and buy. Someone in Accra can order. Someone in Tumu can order from various parts of the world because of what? Because of the technology you are using. So you can use technology to help yourself. Maybe you realize that in your farm, you don't have a lot of workers. You can introduce the drip system where you don't need anyone to be checking whether the water level is low, high. It's automatic. Everything is automated. If they need water, they put their mouth on the nipple system. Water comes, they drink. When they are done, they are done. So realize that system of feeding, automated system of feeding, will require you that even if you are dealing with 10,000, 100,000 birds, you might only need 5 employers or maybe 4 employers to just, maybe what they'll do is wake up in the morning and check whether each nipple is working, and that's all. You don't need anyone to take the containers and be washing and be rinsing and be putting water and be checking whether the water is enough, whether the feed is finished. Everything is automated. So I use technology for that. Now, human resource. Human resource is very, very important. My sister is starting at small scale. So right now she doesn't see the need. But as she is progressing, she will need people to help her. Now, the people you employ and how you manage your people determine your company. Because if she has now increased and she wants to bring in one lady, she doesn't know anything about the business, she doesn't know anything about Sobolo, she's not around. The Sobolo has finished. They want to prepare a different one. Now she entered and then prepared. She just for all the years she has used to market and branded herself because of one employee. Someone can go and do something and spoil. They say one bad granite spoil the whole. You can put granite in your mouth. Every if there are 10 and one is bad, it spoil everything. You can't even continue to chew. So the people you are hiring is very, very important. Make sure you hire people who know about it. At least put them through training. Manage them well, because if you don't manage your employees well, today someone will come. You waste time to train them. They will go tomorrow. Another person will come because you yourself, you don't even know how to handle them. So the HR system is very important. It may not be directly involved in the production of the beds, but the people you employ, they have to handle the beds. So how you employ, who you employ is very, very important. You can bring someone into your business and the person is a thief. Today he saw 1,000 and give you 900. Tomorrow 1,002, he gives you 1,000, 200, 100, 300, 400, 500, 600, by the time you realize that. You realize that ever since this person came to my home, train them. The fact that the person has completed university or you've completed doesn't mean you have the knowledge. Sometimes you need the skills. You have the knowledge, but you need the skills. Okay? You'll be surprised that you have a degree in something. Someone doesn't even have the degree, but they know they have the skills more than you. So you develop your skills. You develop your employees. So that as you are going, your skills are improving. And the more you improve your skills, the more efficient you become. So that means if you are taking 30 minutes to do something, by the time you've improved upon it, you realize that you can use 20 minutes, 15 minutes to do that same thing. So instead of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, now you are reducing the time and it's reducing your cost. And then the last one is the infrastructure. The infrastructure, you look at the things you put in place, the system you put in place, your accounting department, you look at all those things, your bookkeeping and the rest, because how will you know you are making profit if you are not keeping proper books? If you don't have the proper structure for your business, how will it go on well? Now we are looking for something and then you go here. Is it here? No, it's not here. It's there. Things have not been standardized. You are looking for, my sister is producing Sobolo, she's looking for the spoon. She doesn't even know where the spoon is. Is it here? Is it here? She'll go here and come back. Why is the rubber? Go here, go there, be wasting time. But when you standardize things and you put everything in the right structures, you have the right system in place, you realize that everything will be moving on smoothly. When we were doing some training for ILO for these share processing companies, we were telling them, if you're able to arrange your system very well, your structures very well, you realize that you move from the crushing to the roasting, from the roasting to the boiling, from the boiling to the kneading. You realize that if you arrange your system very well, everything will go on fast. You know the washing side, you need water, so you position your water in such a way that where you need the water is very close. You don't go up and down, movement up and down, wasting time, and time is money. So you know how you are going to put your system, you structure your things. So at the end of the day, as you are moving from A, you are going to B, you are going to C, you are going to D, and then as you produce your shea butter, that same you fed the water, you wash, you do you process. You see how less of a time you use. You can just even use a short how do you call it, water hose. You open the pipe, you're just doing your thing fast and good. So you know how you are going to put your structures in place. So these things may not directly affect the quality of the shea butter, where you position your water, but it will affect the time you are using. And the less time you are using, the more efficient you become. The more efficient you will be able to produce more in that same amount of time. And so you are not going to pay your employees overtime. You are not going to use overtime, so you will get more time, and you are able to produce things at a lower cost. Please, we get it. Sorry. So that is why value chain is very, very important. So you look at your business. Now, you have a plantain cheese business. So you look at who are my suppliers, who maybe you just go to the market and random, you can pick 2 or 3 people that supply, or who supplies to them. You can even work on that, so that you now get it at a cheaper cost. Once you get it at a cheaper cost, automatically your end product is going to be cheaper. Or if you are maintaining it at the same price, your profit is going to go higher, true or false. So you now look at the source. Which one will be closer? Which one is more quality? Which one goes well with what I want? Then now you produce it. What is your aim? What is your goal? Then when we pick sisters, so chips, what quality do you want them to see that they will be able to know? You look at that, and then you produce to fit that. Because some will look at, as I said, some will look at the organic side. So people use color for their plantain chips. You can decide that instead of using color, I will use, how do you call it, the cinnamon. You can use different turmeric. Thank you. So you can use turmeric, and turmeric has a lot of health properties. So now you are marketing your product that I'm doing plantain chips, but it has turmeric in it. It has this benefit. So it is an added benefit. As you are buying the plantain chips, not at a higher cost, you are still getting the benefit you get from turmeric. You are getting the color that makes it attractive, the yellow, the deep color. And people now buying will now want to buy more, because at least as I'm buying, I'm getting turmeric, which helps in this and that and that and that. And you've even created a niche for yourself. You go outside, you go on Facebook, you market your product. People are interested just because this precursor, I've forgotten the English name. Precursor, it's really, really good, and it's good for the health. Precursor, Samia. People intentionally add it to their sobolo, market it and put it, and it has a lot of help because of those products. And my father will buy because of the health benefit of those things you are putting inside. So it doesn't mean what we are talking about, it doesn't mean something big. Look at your processes, what is involved, and how you can put things in place once you are manufacturing your product. So you get some unique products. I will give you some edge over your competitors. And with the same price, people will go for it. People know that for her sobolo, she's more concerned about the health, not the sugary aspect. So people who don't like sugar, or you can produce 2 bags, the sugar-free, why you use pineapple as sugar or something. Realize that you create a niche for yourself, and then market, and that's how it goes. So look at the beginning, who are your suppliers, what are you producing, how you standardize your production to reduce your cost, look at how you sell it, who you are employing, the infrastructure you need. Your procurement is very, very important. If you have a very good procurement officer in your company, you go far. If you don't have, I'm just planning it, I'm ended like that. If you don't have, you can just learn about procurement and know how you procure things, where to source your things from, the quality you need, so as to get your quality product. So with this, I'm done. So as we are young entrepreneurs and we are going out to start a business, let's look at those aspects. What do you want to do? Who are you supplying? Who do you want to supply to? You start marketing, you start making people more aware of your product before you even bring it to the market. So you don't bring the branded now and you don't have market. But once everyone knows, day one, week one, see how beautiful they are. Social media, week two, see the growth. Week four, week five, people are interested. People are you selling? Oh, you sell at you can bring order. You realize that by the time you get to week six, you've already gotten your market. Try to wait, week six. You are not going out to let people know you have a product. You're in trouble. By week eight, you still not done. So with this, I'm done. I don't know whether you give room for 2 questions or 3 and then so any question?
Who is producing and selling instead of using all the existing products in addition to the children. So like if you have set your price based on the other people who are not using the thing, then using a product. Like maybe you set the price maybe 2 cities and you know that if you have set it 2 cities, you will not get profit. So how would you so that you also get profit on that?
Thank you very much for the question. She was saying that, you see, businesses, let me give you an example. And please, give her the mic back. I just want to simply answer a question. How much is Malta Guinness? Give it to us, it's over there. They have shop. How much is Malta Guinness? How much is Bella Malt? How much is Choco Malt? Thank you very much. Who buys soap? How much is key soap? The bar? 25. How much is Madam? No, you know, okay, I don't need you to know the price, but I'm trying to answer her question. You see, Malta Guinness has a particular taste other people want to learn. So you can decide to go in for quality or you go in for made in China goods. They are very, very cheap. But when it comes to quality, do they meet the quality? So someone who wants quality, who is looking for their health, will go in for quality. Quality might look expensive, but no. I can use my Samsung phone, I can use my Techno for years, and one company that we don't know the name, you buy it at maybe 1,000, by 1 year, less than 1 year is what you replace. Someone still holding the Samsung by 3 years is still using it. So you look at your niche. Where do you want to go towards? Is it quality? Is it in the market? You know it's what? Fake. No one will tell you know it's fake because you know Gino rice. They don't sell it anyhow. Meanwhile, there's another rice you find everywhere. So now, which niche do you want to go for? That's what you want to look at. Okay? Am I going in for quality? If I'm going for quality, then you market it and let your customers who are buying understand that this is what my product is. And that is how a company will not be scared to sell a month at 12 cities and still get customers. And someone will say, oh, let me also favor the people who want low price. And you buy a month, you taste it and it doesn't even taste like what. Some of you drink and you ask yourself, what am I drinking? Am I drinking Milo or malt? You don't even know what you are drinking. But some, you buy it, you get the taste. Can you compare Coca-Cola to, sorry, not to condemn any company. Can you compare Coca-Cola to Big Coke? No. Or the Coke people do in time. The one they tie, the Pocky or something, can you compare them? No. But what are you going in for? That would determine. So if you are going for quality, make sure you go in and you produce the quality and be consistent with the quality. And now market your product as quality. See, people are selling organic, you hear organic tomatoes and people are charging huge price just because it doesn't have any extra something to it that will affect your health. Please, are you okay? Are you okay? So you know how that's why we are saying that marketing is very important. Because if you produce at 2 cedi, 20%, someone is producing 2 cedi, you have to convince your customers why they have to add 20% to what they are buying. Otherwise, you will tell your thing in perspective and limit. So you now have to market it well so that they understand. So you don't waste your time. Chino rice is very expensive. You pick Sultana, you pick Abuna rice, and you pick any other rice, and you realize there are price differences. You go into what you want. Any other questions? Yes.
All right. So my question is that you are into production, and because of the quality of your product, this high demand for it, but procuring your raw materials is just seasonal. And because you want to maintain the standard, you don't want to go in for other alternatives. What are you going to do?
So, we have the inborn logistics, we have the outborn. So when you pick logistics, I don't want to go into detail. I do logistics, but you look at two things. You look at whether you buy and transport or create a warehouse. Which one is cost effective? I don't want to get deep, but if you understand, you let me know. So is it that you buy and then they supply to you, or you know it's seasonal? So I'm going to get a warehouse where I'll get at the season. For instance, for example, I'm into poultry farming. Let's take it that way. I know soya lower season when it is in season, and store it so that I will still give the same quality of feed to my poultry in and out of season, but only incur extra cost. But once you are looking at warehouse, you are looking at how much it will cost you. But if you don't have the building and you are going to rent a warehouse, how much will it cost you? And you now look at how much it will cost. A bag will cost maybe 4 or 5 months. Do the calculation. Which one is cost effective? If I store it and they are collecting this amount every month, times the 12 months I'm going to keep it. But then if I buy it at this rate, and imagine you are using 20 bags every month, you realize that I buy a store is better than me buying in and out. Or another thing you can do is to look for close substitutes. So let's say during this time, soybean is expensive. What you are getting from soybean is the protein. Fish chaff also gives protein, the same protein. So you ask yourself, now that in off-season, soybean is very cheap. Instead of me using 4 bags of soybean, I can reduce it to 1 bag and then substitute it with 3 bags of fish chaff. That does not change price. So it will reduce my cost of production without affecting me much. So one thing you look at for close substitute, that can still give you that same quality. If there is no substitute, as I said, you consider, should I keep it in warehouse or which one would be favorable? I don't know whether I've answered your question.
Yes, madam. Thank you very much. All right, so let's appreciate her for a wonderful presentation. Thank madam for such a wonderful. Let's appreciate her well. Appreciate. Aho! Thank you very much, madam. And I also thank you for your patience. And so we are going in for the second presentation. And I will urge that we exercise patience, and then we are learning a lot. Okay? So let's try to jot some important items down. It will help us. And so we'll call on Mr. Ishak Yakubu to take us through the second page. Let's give up for you. Let's appreciate it. So we just have 20 minutes to do this presentation. It's almost time for praise.
The microphone is not on.
Good morning, class. My name is Ishak Yakubu. I work with the Ghana Enterprises Agency as a business advisor, okay? So I want to ask a few questions. This presentation is just going to be like a conversation between myself and the entire class, okay? So in the process of my presentation, if you have any questions to ask, just come to me. I'll give you that room to ask your questions, to address them, okay? So I've been asked to speak on a subject that allows me to talk about a lot of things. but due to our time factor, I'm going to be able to table and what short, okay? So I think our technical team are still attending to my presentation. So let me ask you a question. Who can tell me the difference between a customer and a consumer? Anybody at all in this class can answer that question. A customer and a consumer. A customer and a consumer. Please hand over the microphone.
My name is Alexander. A customer is someone who buys from a producer, and a consumer is someone who buys from a customer for this family context.
Who does have any other response to that?
A customer is someone who buys the product, and a consumer is someone who applies the product.
So basically, we are saying that a customer is not by you going to a shop, a producer or a farmer to buy a product, right? And then the consumer is the end user of that particular product. So we are saying that all customers are what? Are not consumers, but all consumers are what? Customers. So let's now have today's topic. So we are going to talk about agribusiness identification. Okay? What's agri? Agri. I think this is your fault, right? Agriculture, what is it? Yes. Like I said before, this is going to be like a conversation between myself and you. And in the next 15 minutes, I'll be done with my presentation. The ladies, agriculture. What's the name of agriculture? Don't try to let me say, don't try to be a what?
My name is Damongo. Agriculture is the act of cultivating, collecting, rearing animals for consumption or maybe for sale.
So the act of cultivating what? Plants and what? Rearing of animals. With the aim of what? And then at the end of the day, you want to produce food for consumption, for economic gains, or what? Creation of what? Employment, right? Yes. So what's a business? A business. I'll keep saying that this is not the normal presentation that you know. It's going to be like a conversation, dialogue, okay? A business. What's a business? A business. Yes. She's here.
Who is answering?
I'm your mom ready to. A business is buying and selling of products.
So a business was a service or an idea. You understand that? Not just product, an idea that you can sell to make money or profit. It's also another form of what? A business. Okay. So let's delve into today's topic. We are saying that we are going to be talking about agribusiness ideas identification. Okay. So let's just go straight into it. The first one says agribusiness is the intersection of agriculture and business. Do you understand that? So when you combine agriculture and business, it means what? Agribusiness. And compromising activities like farming, processing, and what? Distribution. Identifying opportunities in this sector is crucial due to its potential for addressing food security, boosting economies, and what? Providing jobs. So we are saying that when we say agribusiness, it is a combination of what? Agriculture and what? The process of doing the businesses with the aim of what? Producing food, that is food security, creating jobs and what? Boosting our what? Our economies. Do you understand that? Yes. So let's continue. How many of us here knows how God operates? How many of us here knows how God operates? Human activities, right? Since time of Moses, since time of let's say the prophets and the Jesus Christ, farming was an activity that they all engaged in. Do you understand that? Yes. So it is something that we should not be ashamed of. There are people here that their parents are farmers, and once we ask them what work, like, okay, what's the occupation of your parents? The person felt shy, timid to answer that, oh, my father is a farmer or my mom is a farmer. Farming is not a bad thing, okay? When you go to the Western countries, like the well-established economies, most of the successful people, they are engaged in what? Farming. So let's continue. The next one says, who can give me one importance of engaging in agriculture? Importance of agriculture. So I mentioned it a few minutes ago. I said food security, right? The second one is what? Creation of jobs. And the last one is what? It boosts our economies, right? So in the year 2023, Nigeria was the leading producer of rice in the whole of the world. Can Ghana try something like that? So if you can try something like that, what product do you think that we can be the leading producer in the whole world? Soya beans, what else? Maize, what else? I can't hear you. Cocoa. And what else? Yam. So we realize that we all have the potentials to be the leading producer of what? An agriculture product, okay? So agric is not a bad thing. Let's continue. We are saying that the first one says food demand. We are saying that day in, day out, the population of the world is increasing. And we must engage in farming to be able to what? Produce to meet the demands of the growing population of the world. Do you understand that? So the second one says sustainability needs. So there are climate changes. What we used to produce last year and the yields we gain at the end of the season, it is not the same as this season. This is what? Climatic changes. So if you engage in agriculture and you're able to produce and you store some, even if the weather changes and you are not able to produce again, you can rely on those you've stored already. Do you understand that? So let's continue. So the next one says economic benefits. We generate a lot of benefits from what? Agriculture. Is that not true? Is that not true? Is there anybody in this hall that can boast or that can place his or her hand on the chest and say that in the last 3 days he or she has not eaten? So we all rely on agriculture products one way or the other. Then the next one says where to find agri-business ideas. The first one says market demand analysis. So we realize that there are some foodstuffs that people are in need of them, but they are limited. They are not too available for people to have access to them. So you go through the market, you analyze the demands of the people, and if you're able to identify one particular agri-product, you think that people are in need of it, but it is of what? Shortage. You can go into that particular product and you're able to what? Make profit at the end of the day. Then the next one says there are other products that are in abundance that they are what? Underutilized. You can delve into that aspect, know how to produce that product, process it, and you are going to make profit at the end of the day. Then the next one says local resources. They are saying that to be able to find an agri-business idea, that you are able to what? Leverage on locally available resources such as fertile lands and abundant what? Water bodies. Do you understand that? So to be able to identify an agri-business, you can take advantage of our natural resources like the soil. We have fertile lands and fertile soils or water bodies. You can produce something to make profit at the end of the day. Then the third one says emerging trends. Day in, day out, trends keeps what? Changing. Do you understand that? What used to be popular or what people used to like yesterday is not the same thing people like today or this year. So if you want to be able to find an agri-business or an agri-business idea, you rely on what? The current or emergent trends. Then the next one says government policies. You know, there are some products that governments have some. Initially, people didn't even know that rearing of animals was part of agriculture. Is that not true? Yes. Then the next one says livestock rearing, raising of poultry, pigs, cows, meat, milk production. Then we have agro-processing. What Madam spoke about a few minutes ago, value addition to what agri-product is what agro-processing. Then we have agri-tech solution. So when you are able to invent different ways of irrigation systems, mobile apps for farmers for management, and tools for monitoring crops, is another example of what agri-business ideas. Then we have criteria for successful agri-business ideas. It must be what? Feasible, access the technology, financial and logistical aspects. Then the next one says market potential. Don't go in to produce products that people are not in demand of, okay? You must first of all analyze the market to find out the demands of the people of where you want to station your business in. Then the next one says sustainability. This one says ensure the idea is environmentally and economically viable. It must be something that you can sustain, not a one-time thing. Do you understand that? Don't be somebody who goes into business. Once he or she makes profit, he leaves the business behind and starts doing something different. Or don't make profit out of an agri business. Then you try to, diversify your resources into another business. Do you understand that? You must be able to what? Sustain that agri business. Ideas or your concept is what? A successful. First of Madam, can you help us? An entrepreneur.
I'm just trying. I don't have a plan.
Yes, there are no wrong answers here, so.
Okay.
Yes.
So when I do what I know right now, an entrepreneur is someone who cultivates and then bring into existence a business, while the businessman is someone who ventures into an already existing business to make profit.
So she's saying that an entrepreneur is somebody who analyzes the society, tries to find a problem and what? Mobilize resources, channel those resources towards solving that particular problem with the aim of what? Making a profit. When we talk about the businessman, the person wants to go into an already existing activity with the aim of what? Making profit. He or she does not mind if what he or she is selling solves a problem or not. All he or she wants is to make profit at the end of the day. So we are saying that to be able to transform your ideas into reality, you must first of all identify a problem like an entrepreneur, okay? The second one is to what? Research, study the market, know what they want. For going to produce what you want to produce, and then, or try to tell people ideas, try to brainstorm, born your own ideas, and try to bring them into existence. Then the next one is evaluate ideas. So perform a SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and what? Your threats. Then the next one is create a business plan. So we are saying that there are, in anything you want to do, there are challenges associated with it, right? Like our ex-president rightly said at that time. That's what we want. Citizens but know what? Spectators. We should what? Citizens and know what? Spectators. So don't wish for the downfall of Ghana, okay? Because if the challenges come, they are going to be part of the country. They are not going to leave the country for only a few people. So we are saying that the challenges associated with agri-business identification is what? First one is resource limitation. We have insufficient resources. People have the ideas, but because they do not have the resources, their ideas go bad or they leave their ideas behind and then they try to search for white-collar jobs. Then the next one is fluctuating prices. Today, a bag of rice is 100 cedis. Tomorrow, they are saying it's 500 cedis or 600 cedis. So you do not have a specific pattern as to how the prices are increasing. The prices keep fluctuating. Then the next one is climate change. Our weather conditions are unpredictable. You understand that? Today you plant maize, you have good years. Tomorrow you do the same thing, and it doesn't mean like it happened 2 months ago when there was drought in Ghana. You realize that people were struggling a lot. Is that not true? So these are some of the challenges that people face in trying to bring their agribusiness ideas into them. Then they will have knowledge gaps. People have limited knowledge. You understand that? You are not aware of what people want or what is going to happen in the near future. So let's continue. I want to volunteer here. Somebody should just come forward and do something for you. You know that we are just like that. We are like, yes.
Agribusiness is a tool for economic and social transformation. Identify the right idea involves understanding the market dynamics, leveraging local resources, and planning for challenges. By focusing on sustainability, innovation, entrepreneurs can tap into vast opportunities.
So what we are saying is that agriculture is not a bad thing, okay? You can go into agriculture and you can be who you want to be. And before I end my presentation, I want to add that we just ended the 2024 elections and Democrats are still out. If anyone at all, even me, if I invite you to follow me today, you know, vandalize any government office or any government appointee, please tell the person that the person go and call the family, his wife and his children to leave him away to that particular place, okay? Let's all we are different from the people outside them making those moves, okay? Let's make the world understand that people in agriculture are the most valuable people in the world. Not you. Because without food, can we all survive? Even those people going around vandalizing government property, if you don't eat, will they be able to do that? So let's make the world know that agriculture are different from other things, okay? Okay, thank you for having me here today.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation. Yeah, please, you spoke about business ideas. With the youth, there's always a problem. And even with the idea that you are having, even if it's valuable, and mostly the startup capital is always a problem. So assuming I've approached someone to actually highlight the story on some of the business idea that I'm having due to the lack of capital to start a business, and that person's business back.
So your question, so you're saying that somebody you don't combine with somebody your business idea,
Yes,
and the person illegally steals the ideas.
Yes,
the person has started implementing ideas and making profits, right?
Yes,
so some of these things, we in developing countries have challenges with regards to that. Do you understand that? In well-advanced countries, any little idea that somebody has, the person has got right to that, copyright to that particular idea. But in Ghana here, you give your idea to somebody and before you realize, the person shuts you down and the person is making profit out of it. You understand that? We are still lagging behind, but I am pretty sure that in the next few years, when somebody gives birth to a particular idea and the person has the right of relationship to that, and if you can be able to prove it. Yes, there was a hand here. Boss, do you have a question? Who else?
All right. I have a question to ask.
Okay.
My question falls under the criteria in developing an idea. And you mentioned about the market potentials, looking at the market demand and then the competition in the market. As an entrepreneur and a startup, you are looking at bringing something new, something innovative that is not existent. And so going into the market to look at the demands of what you are bringing and the competition in the market. Your idea is not an already existing idea. How then do you know when how did you do that? People, the demand for it will, how are you going to determine the demand for that idea you are bringing? For instance, you are going into production, not sales. And the product you are bringing is a new product, solving the problem in the society. And people are not aware of your idea yet, right? But you want to go into it. How are you going to determine the market competition and market demands for that before you bring the idea? Looking at, according to the presentation, the criteria. And so how do you link market demands and competition in the market before bringing an idea that will solve the problem? If there is no demand for it, but it's solving the problem, that will turn in the long run to like be profitable and then visible.
I think a lot of us are convinced with you, right? Yes, you kept talking, instead of going straight to the point. So just ask me one question. What's your question now?
My question is that
just
looking at market demand,
and what?
market demand, market competition before going into a business or before choosing an idea. Entrepreneurs go into new ideas, and so how you go looking for
I understand you. Allow him to speak. Yes, answer the question. You know, one thing I've realized is that, you know, these politicians, once they come up with an idea or a policy and you ask them, what is the meaning of this particular idea or a policy? And the person spends so much time in explaining it. It means that there's something fishy about that policy, okay? But just trying to dry my feet. You realize that? Yes, so you've answered yourself. Okay, any other question? Hand over the microphone to this lady.
Okay. My question is, I want to ask a question under the question the other guy asked.
Okay. So
he was saying that when you have a business idea and someone sees it, how are you going to deal with it? And I want to ask you, based on what you asked them, how are you going to accumulate those evidences to be able to prove yourself when someone does that to you?
So, you know, the best thing to do once you have any ideas comes to mind is what? Jot it down. You understand that? Jot it down. And even the conversation, mostly people try to, you know, share, if you want to share your business idea with somebody. So mostly it's good you send it through this electronic mails. You understand that? Instead of using it, instead of discussing it with the person by word of mouth. You understand that? So if you have to prove in court that this particular idea, you know, I was the one who came up with this particular idea. And if you have evidences to back up your claim, I think they can reclaim your idea for you. You understand that?
So what if the person also have the same
So the person has the same idea as you, right?
No, as he has stolen it, he has also devised ways to
modernize it,
yes.
Not like your original
one. Why are you modernizing it? Using the same idea, but you can.
Hello. Yeah, I think let's take it. You see, the issue is that when you have an idea, and then by way of you present your idea, you pitch or get something, then this unique thing in that idea you don't bring it out. That is your secret. If you know if you went to the market center, when you go to companies, you don't want you to even enter some places. But that is that unique idea. That doesn't have to go out. The moment it goes out, people pick it and then they are also doing whatever they want to do, that idea. So there's this formula in your idea, even though you are telling us, but that one you don't bring it out. You understand? This morning, I was saying that when you take Coca-Cola, different taste, Bigo, different taste. Why? Coca-Cola will give you their formula. You want to go and then use it and mix it up. So that your unique idea, that formula, you don't bring it out. It's for you alone. You keep it. So when you are getting your funds, then you bring your idea, then you start up your business. Nobody can compete with you on that. Are you okay? Yes, and then the other guy was of the view that Emma, you see, your own, to become an agripreneur or entrepreneur, you try to solve a problem. So that solution is what turns into a business. Because if you don't have a solution, you don't have a business. If you don't identify any problem, you don't have a solution, you don't have a business. That is it. Are you okay? So once you're able to identify that problem, that solution, it now becomes your business for you. Are you okay? Alright, that's the one.
So let me add what our boss just rightly said. In relationships, in romantic relationships, you don't disclose everything to your partner, okay? Do you understand? Yes. Do you understand that? Don't disclose. So do not disclose everything to your partner because you're taking out the person, okay? Because they might use the same secret against you in the near future. Do you understand that? So when you go to brewing industries like the Fanta malt, when you go to their industries, when you go to their production plants, they will allow you to bring as much as you want, but to fetch them along with you to your various houses, they will not allow you to do that because that is what? Their secret. Do you understand that? When you go to malts or Fanta, where they produce them, they will allow you to bring as much as you want. You can even buy with them if you want. But to fetch some to your house, no, they will not allow you because that is the what? The secret holding them. Any reasonable human being, any reasonable entrepreneur must have what? A secret holding him or her. You understand that? If not, do you think that Coca-Cola would have still been winning since we were born till now? People would have stolen that. Even if you steal ideas, there are still some differences between what you are going to produce and Coca-Cola. We have various types of Coca-Cola right now. We have this African farm Cola, something like that. American Cola and what have you. They are different from the original Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola have hidden their secret from those people trying to, clone what they produce for it. Do you understand that? Yes, thank you. I think Madam wants to ask.
Something to the idea development. I think most of us watch the pitch. So many people have different ideas. Some have the same ideas. And I can give an example of solar tech. When we went for the pitch, two other teams had the same idea as we had. But what differentiated us was our energy and vision. How you deliver, how you market your idea makes you different. We can go to market and you have so many people selling tomatoes in the same. So our determination and passion will differentiate us. Our commitment will differentiate us. So there are even twins, twins have differences. So it's the same as an idea.
Thank you very much. So without wasting much time, we'll just call on our madam to take the closing remarks.
We have had an time, and I know most of us will go for prayers. So my take on all this presentation is about business viability. In developing your business, you have to make it viable. You have to make it look very real. And as we know, going on 2025, we are going to have another agriculture challenge. We want you to come out with very productive and viable ideas. Not just developing anything at all, but an idea that will market you and attract you to investors to be able to invest much into your business. My other take home is on marketing. As Madam mentioned, if the Zogolo seller doesn't market and sell very well, you can have your Zogolo tasting very well, but nobody will know that your Zogolo is very tasty. So please, in generating your ideas, you should also develop a marketing strategy that would help you sell yourself out. And that is why KIC will give you that platform to pitch, for us to hear, to pitch, to attract investors, to let the adjacent team understand what you are going in for, so that you will be worth the amount you are pitching for. So please, my other take on is about sustainability. I've realized that most businesses now, they are in, let me say, operation, but for some time, you can attest that the economy is very difficult. And so most of them have collapsed. Even the first pitch we went for, after the zonal pitch, I don't know how many of us is still working towards progressing our ideas further. We just leave it there. The teams just dissolve there. Nobody is ready to go back and pitch, take his pitch. And there are so many opportunities. I can tell you, those who went for the first pitch, we have a platform called the Philips. There are so many platforms or pitching competitions that they put on for us to apply and pitch the same ideas on. People who have won the competition today have traveled outside Ghana and they are making millions of money. So please, we have learned a lot today, and we've also learned that agri-value chain is not just about production. It starts from the input, the chain that links the input to the output or to the consumer, from the producer to the consumer. That is where the chain comes from. And so between the consumer and the consumer, the producer and the consumer, that is where the agri-value chain is. So moving on, I want to encourage us as a Young Forum team, let's solid behind our ideas and come out stronger next year. And I believe next year, it's not only two teams that is going for the fund, for their good work and efforts they have put in this, especially the patron. Even in her condition, she still made this possible. So thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you very much. It's almost time to pray. So we'll call on Kipurukai to give us a brief vote of thanks. Then we'll go and have our prayer. Kipurukai, if you are there, come and give us a vote of thanks.
Hello. So before the vote of thanks, let's give this big announcement, and then we can leave. Please, once you leave, before you leave, you take a good picture outside, okay? You take a good picture, and then you take your snacks, and then you move. Is that okay? But like I said yesterday, we also have a trip. So that will be 2:30. So the bus will be available, and then we'll convey all of us to the place. As you know, the bus is not big. You have to go about 3 or 4 times. So please don't waste time. When the bus is in, we'll call you, and then we'll call you. Is that okay? All right, so thank you.
All right, so I am back. If you are there, get ready to give us a closing prayer.
Our most valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to be asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of the Young Executive DAC, would like to thank the Almighty Allah for bringing us to the success of this seminar. All speakers, Mr. Isaac, Madam Makafwe, for giving knowledge about agribusiness development and entrepreneurship. We also thank the KIC Savannah region, the FA, all technical team, and then the executive, Young, DAC, and the Petro. I also thank all students for giving us your time. Thank you very much for your time, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much for bringing that for such a wonderful work of thanks. Please give us a closing prayer. So quickly after the closing prayer, we'll have a group picture outside. And before then, please, you can find the link to the YouTube channel in the school platform. The link to the YouTube channel is in the school platform. Please try and subscribe. At DAC Media Team, shall we be on our feet?
Father, this afternoon we give you the glory once again in the name of Jesus for making this program a successful this afternoon. We pray that whatever we have learned here, Father, we will put it into practice and your name shall be glorified. We commit the theme of this program into your hands, that Father, as you are using them to open the eyes of young men and young ladies, you open heavens upon their lives, we impart them more knowledge and understanding in order to send them young path in Jesus' mighty name. We pray that whatsoever you have opened our eyes here for, let us put it into practice and let us be able to use it, make it productive and put food in the table, and your name shall be glorified. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Thank you, sir. So let's go and take a group picture, and then after that we'll take our refreshments. Thank you for coming.